And we're back and looking at solving multi-step equations. This time we're looking at simplifying brackets first with one-sided when they're all only on one side, and then we're just going to solve as before. So if you have trouble after the first step, might go back and look at a couple other videos first. So first off, we know how to expand brackets, so we're just multiplying that front term by each term separately. So here we're going to be left with 2x plus 6 is equal to 5. Okay, now we're down to simply a one-step equation, so minus 6 minus 6. So we're going to get on our left side 2x. On our right side, we're going to be left with negative 1. And finally, we divide by 2 and divide by 2 to find that x is equal to negative 1/2 or negative 0.5. Okay, so moving on, let's do this again for our next one. So 3 times x and 3 times negative 1. So we have 3x minus 3, and that's going to be equal to 6. So now we're back down to something we know more. So we add 3, add 3. This isolates our unknowns to one side, or our variables, and our numbers to the other. Then we're left with 3x on our left and 9 on our right. Then we know we can divide by 3 out front of our x, or underneath our x term. And that'll get us just with x and equal to 3. Okay. And final one that we're going to do with one-sided brackets are, well, here we times by there and here, and that'll simplify before we can solve. So here, negative 2x minus 6 is equal to 4. This is something, once again, we know how to deal with. So here we can add 6 and we can add 6. So I know that I'm going to get a negative x at the end, but I'm okay with that because I know that I can just switch the signs around at the very end. So as long as you're comfortable doing that, then doesn't matter which way you actually solve, because you'll get the exact same answer. So here, now we're going to divide by negative 2 because that's our coefficient on the x term, and so the right side we have to divide by negative 2. Keep in mind that negative sign underneath the 10 will come up into the numerator for our final answer. This means on the left we're left with just x. On the right side we're equal to 10 over 2, which is 5. And a positive divide by a negative is a negative.